Sometimes the biggest threat to an environment isn't the most obvious one. In the last few years, for us, it's been an invasive plant species called perennial pepperweed.
I know that one. Tough bastard. Native to Eurasia. Introduced to North America by accident. It's become a pest all over the country.
Yeah, some areas of the reserve are affected now too, so we're recruiting volunteers to manually remove them. Better do that now before the populations become too large. Can I count on you too, my friend? I'll make it worth your time. I've tagged the most affected areas on your hunter mate. It may not sound like a very glamorous task, but believe me, invasive plants tend to suppress native species. Studies show that without proper control, they reduce natural diversity, wildlife habitat, even water quality.
Yeah, I've seen the damage the perennial pepperweed can do. It's highly competitive and very good at adapting to a wide variety of factors and soils.
Our state agencies have been coordinating local efforts, and we've been trying to educate the population.
I get it. It can be hard for the layman to grasp. How can your own little patch of land cause major stress to the whole ecosystem?
Awesome. Do you know what they look like? Tall, branching plants with white flower heads. Just make sure you remove the whole plant when you pull it out. Good. There's one more area that's badly affected, so check your hunter mate to know where to go next. Thanks. Well now, speaking of invasive species... Hey, Dad! Sorry, my father just arrived. I'll call you later.
You know, on the way here I saw that railroad and I was thinking, did you get a chance to visit some of the landmarks here, old friend?
Good idea, Dad. There, I've just sent you their locations. If you find one during your exploration, I'm happy to share some of our fascinating history. This is the last area with high pest density. After that, we should be good to go. Really good stuff. If we do the work, we can make a difference. Even if all we do is pull some weeds.
Sometimes we harm nature whenever we're ignorant, negligent, or worse, selfish. Everything we do leaves a mark, I always say.
That sounds familiar. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess. Anyway, I'm lucky I can count on volunteers such as you, my friend. You've really come through for us again. Actually, I don't have any more urgent tasks for you, but my father and I had an idea as a thank you for everything you've done.
Not just what you done here in this reserve, but also back in Layton. So here it is. There's this spot we'd like to show you.
It's a very special site for our family, and you of all people deserve to see it. It's quite the trek, but If you're up for it, we'll both keep you company on the radio.
Listen, son, well, don't get me wrong, I don't mean to evaluate your skills as a warden or anything. You don't need it. I just want to say you're doing really good work here, Trev. Excellent, even. I mean, it's obvious you love this place and you take care of it. Plus, you do all that extra work on the internet. Anyway, I just keep doing what you're doing out here. I know you'll do just fine.
Wow, I was not ready for this. Did you write up that little speech in the car? Jokes aside, I love sharing what people like us care about, passing along what I learned. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot. More than you realize.
That's good. I'm glad, son. Hey, you got any coffee left for me? I could use a refill.
The camp, the view isn't anything special, but my father and I built it together ages ago. Remember?
Of course I remember. It was your first year here. That whole area to the north is like far off and demanding, and we're both getting tired. So we decided to set up camp for the night. When I saw you building it, I remember thinking, that's it, Colton. He's not a kid anymore. When you're a parent, you always think you have all the time in the world with your kids, but you don't. You try to juggle work, your kids' homework, and everything else, and the next day, bam, you wake up and they're moving out and starting their own life.
Juggling work and the rest every day. It's like, I'll do that tomorrow, or give the old man a call. I'm starting to understand how tough that must have been for you. Me too. I always say I'm too busy, and I don't even have kids yet.
When you were a kid, sometimes you'd get mad at me for not taking the time to play with you. And I hated seeing you like that.
I have some news to share, actually, Dad. I've been dying to tell you, but it was face-to-face kind of news. You're going to be a grandpa. Sam and I are having a baby daughter.
Really? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Ha. Congratulations. Really, I am so happy for you two. That is, oh, wow. Oh, when's the due date?
End of February. Thank you so much. Now do you get why I kept nagging you about coming over?
You're almost at the camp. I can't believe that camp still exists. I remember Trev and I had a good talk the night we built it. We talked a little bit about your mom. Remember, Trev? You know, about back home.
I've been going back and fixing it up every now and then. That way hunters can use it if they need to. That camp is for people like you, my friend. Thank you for being there for our family. Let me know if you need any help during your stay, and I'll be in touch. Tell you what, Dad. How about you and I go and hike to the camp in a few days and spend a couple nights there? I'll show you how it's done over here.
Deal. Maybe in a few years, if I'm not too rusty, we'll all go. We'll show your daughter the ropes.
You got it. You hungry? Come on. The stew's ready.